Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly forecast for February 24th through March 1st. We're going to connect here and see what's happening in the week ahead with this lovely deck here. And then we are going to pull a crystal for you from that deck there to see what crystal may be a good crystal for Sagittarius to work with in the week ahead. We do have the new moon happening on the 23rd. And this new moon energy is going to take us the next 6 months and through September 2nd. So we're going to see what's happening the next 6 months, kind of. Like this week is setting a theme for a lot of us. This new moon in Pisces is making a lot of people think about their love and money. So we're going to see what is kind of coming up for Sagittarius and what might be a good crystal for you guys to work with. So here is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday, Saturday. Oh, well, that one just came flipping out. So I guess that one has spoken. It has said it's here for Sagittarius. So Monday, Tuesday, we have Princess of Wands, and it says summer. So a lot of you, Monday, Tuesday, I feel like this is saying you are taking on some kind of a project. And so sure enough, my darlings, as you're taking on this project, I feel like this is going to be a theme for you that's carrying over into the summertime. The summertime may be when you feel like you've completed this. Like, this is it. I have the fruit to my labor. It's here. My harvest is here. So summer is not technically all that far away, it's not, in a couple of weeks, but it's not a year. And so a lot of you are taking some kind of action with some projects where you're going to be seeing a lot of positive outcome happening in the summertime. Princess of Wands is what we know in traditional tarot as Page of Wands. And so when I see Page of Wands, it's a very, very enthusiastic energy. It's a very, very bold energy. I kind of call it like the second adolescence, right? Like that teenage, that youthful spirit. Nobody can tell you nothing because you know it all, right? And you're so ready to go and grab the world by the tail and put it in your pocket. Like you're ready to make stuff happen. And a lot happens when we're in this energy. We accomplish things, we meet new people, we have passionate love affairs. So even though some of you may be in the energy where you might be thinking about love, your energy, Sagittarius, may be more in the realm of passion. So maybe you are calling in a significant lover or somebody that you have a very significant physical connection with, or you're just, feeling like a teenager, hormonal kind of attraction with somebody, okay? And so this could be something that you're calling in as well. But overall, when I see Princess of Wands, this is indicating to me a time of action and a time of great confidence. And don't get me wrong, teenagers also have those lows, right? Teenagers are known as being moody, or they will lock themselves up in their room and listen to sad songs and not feel good about themselves. But there's also that high point of the confidence, the optimism, the sense of discovering themselves. And so a lot of you are going to be in that energy for the next 6 months or so. You're coming into a very strong boldness, being very bold, very confident, making stuff happen. Whatever project you're setting out to do or whatever it is you're trying to do, it may come to completion in the summertime, but you're taking the first few steps in this week ahead. Keep in mind that we are still in Mercury retrograde, and we will be in Mercury retrograde until the 9th of March. So this might be a good time this week to do the planning stages, right? To do the planning of what might need to be reworked or what things you might be needing to do differently. This might be a good time to re-examine a plan. But you definitely are preparing to embark on some kind of a goal or journey, okay? Your Wednesday, Thursday card is King of Pentacles. So you guys are really focused on finances. Sagittarius, a lot of you may be feeling that Pisces new moon, like I said, is making people think about love and money. You might just be more in the physical realm. You might be just more in the physical realm where you're not trying to get all emotionally wrapped up in anything right now. You do want your physical needs met. You do want a sense of excitement. You do want a sense of wonder, but you got some big goals to tackle and you're focused on that. You might not be looking to get all, lovey-dovey and super duper sentimental and super duper emotional. Sure, you would like to have somebody in your life. Sure, you would like to have companionship, but you're really focused on your goals right now. And you don't want someone or something that's going to be too clingy or getting in the way of that. And so with the King of Pentacles, this is about investments. This is about making things happen. This is about finances. I think some of you are beginning to see and you're beginning to realize the way that you can make your money work for you, where maybe before you were like, I gotta get more money and I gotta get more money in, and now you're realizing, okay, yeah, sure, I'll still find ways to get more money in, but you're finding ways of making your money work for you. So you may be preparing some kind of plan or idea where you're wanting to invest in some kind of business, or taking the money coming in from some side hustle and investing it in some way where it's going to do something very good for you. You're thinking long term about your decisions. So if you're purchasing something, you're thinking like, well, what is the value? Am I going to be able to resell it later? Am I going to be able to get money? Is it going to create value for me? Is there a way that I can make make this as like an investment instead of just like a purchase? So a lot of you are getting very smart about your money. Some of you are having a missed opportunity come back to you. So, and I do feel like it's financial. So maybe somebody had approached you for some offer or something that they were considering of doing for you, and maybe it didn't work out. Maybe you turned them down and you said, no, thank you, I'm not interested in that project, or I'm not interested in that job, or maybe you really wanted it, but they gave it to somebody else. Don't be surprised if something just kind of comes out of the woodwork midweek, where it's being offered to you again, where they've revised it, or they're revising it, or they think that they're going to be able to make it work, or why it might be a good time for you guys to revisit you taking on this job or this project. And King of Pentacles, I've said this in other readings, some of you have heard me say it. This card kind of has a special extra meaning for me, other than the traditional meaning, in that a lot of the times I feel the offer that's coming in, or the thing that's coming in for you, may feel a little bit intimidating. You may be like, wow, that sounds really amazing, but are they offering it to the right person? Like, do they know who I am? Do they understand? Because you might feel like this is maybe outside of your comfort zone or outside of your realm. Some of you may feel like you're not experienced enough for it, or that, you're inadequate in some way. But the message that comes up with King of Pentacles is, look, my dear, like, if you weren't ready for it, it wouldn't be here now. It's here because you're ready for it, and you need to accept it. The universe has brought it onto your path for a reason, and that if you allow yourself to kind of trust in yourself and to give yourself this chance to take this opportunity or this investment, you're going to be able to do really, really well. Okay? You're going to be able to do really, really well, and you're going to succeed. You're going to succeed at it. One kind of heads up I do want to give you, for those of you where this may be an opportunity that's requiring you to put in some money. For example, if you are doing something in terms of business, or something in terms of some like business contract, sometimes I have seen with the King of Pentacles that even though it's going to be abundant and even though it's going to be profitable, the money may not come in right away. The money might come in stages. So if it's requiring for you to take time off of work, or if it's requiring for you to invest finances, don't invest more than what you can handle going without for a while, right? For example, if somebody had, I'm just giving an example, if somebody had $50, right, and they were going to invest, you might say, oh, this is a great opportunity, this is a great investment, I want to invest as much as I can so that I get the most out of it. Let me put, $40 in. And so you've got $10 left, and it may be 2 months or 3 months. Are you going to be okay without that $40 for 2 months or 3 months? If you know for sure money is coming in from somewhere else and you can handle it, then by all means, you can handle it. But if not, so even though it's an opportunity for you to invest, you still want to be logical about that investment. You don't want to give more than what you can go without for a while, because even though this is going to be long lasting, even though this is going to be profitable, the money may not come in right away, and that's just something you need to be prepared for. Make sure you're putting money aside, make sure that you're not investing more than what you can go without, and be patient, but you really are about to build something very profitable for yourself. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is, see, what did I tell you guys? And this card came jumping on out. I told you guys. So you have the Hanged Man. So this might feel like all of a sudden there's this pause in action. You're starting off the week all fired up, all ready to go. Opportunities are presenting themselves to you. But the Hanged Man says it's not going to happen right away, okay? And the reason why people get discouraged when they hear the Hanged Man, they're like, oh man, nothing's happening. But they forget the fact that the Hanged Man is a major arcana card, and the major arcana cards have to do with divine timing. Something is happening in a divine order. It's like we all have free will, but when we have the major arcana cards come up, they say this is a situation that's kind of more with your karma, your life lessons. This is like a planned, destined kind of like a little pit stop for you. It's happening for a reason. And so the Hangman is a time for you to look at the situation from a different way. Keep in mind, like I said, we're in Mercury retrograde, and Mercury retrograde is a great time for revising, reworking, replanning. And so that's what you have coming up with the Hangman. You're being asked to look at the situation from a different angle, from a different way. Some of you are still missing something here, and Spirit is saying, look, before we move forward, really kind of double check what you're putting out here. Really double check your plan here. Sagittarius, some of you are manifesting based on the old you. Some of you are manifesting on autopilot. And so Spirit is trying to help you see that, because they're like, well, we're about to open up that, that pipeline, have everything come down to you down the pipeline. But a lot of the stuff you asked for was old, right? It's almost as if you're finally, like, your blocks are finally clearing, you're finally manifesting, but you're manifesting all the things from like the old you, right? Like you're manifesting, like if we thought about this from the realm of like here in the United States, we have Christmas, right? And some kid may have a Christmas wish list. Your Christmas wish list from when you were 5 years old is going to be very different from your Christmas wish list when you're 21 or 30 or 40. Right? There might be some sentimental things that come in that you might enjoy and say, oh my gosh, how cool, like look, this is here in my life. But it might be time to kind of up it, to just kind of really look and pay attention to how you're aligning with what you're manifesting, what it is that you're calling in, the goals that some of you are going after. Again, you're going after on autopilot. It's not even something that you even really want anymore. So this is something that Spirit is asking you to really kind of double check here. Check in with yourself. This is a good time for some reflection, some meditation, really going within. What do you truly want? What is it that you're trying to manifest that you think it's going to give it to you? And is that really going to give you what you think you're going to get out of it? Okay, this is a good time to do some reflection in that way. Let's go ahead and see which crystal is being recommended for our lovely Sagittarius friends. And again, guys, if you want more of a love reading or channeled angel message, those are in the description of the video. You can check those out. And you might want to watch your moon sign and rising sign weekly forecast just to see if those resonate with you more, or if they're bringing in a little added extra information. All right, we got orange, we got that fire, we got that confidence. This is very much sacral chakra energy with the color orange. So it says calm hyperactivity. See, you guys have that hyperactivity. This is what calming hyperactivity, stay grounded and focused, repel negative thought energy, release annoyance and distraction, encourage inner peace and a quiet mind. And the crystal that you guys have is hematite, or the stone that's coming up for you guys is hematite. So you have, it is easy for me to quiet my mind and maintain awareness. I can find inner peace. So there's a lovely little affirmation for you. The good news about hematite is it's pretty commonly available. Some of the crystals in this deck I have never encountered, or I have never come across. That doesn't mean that you can't get your hands on them, but hematite is a fairly common one, and it's really great for grounding. I love working with hematite. I love working with hematite. And the cool thing about it is you can find it in like bracelet form. You can find like little hematite necklaces. I've seen hematite earrings. I used to make hematite earrings. So you can find them in a form where you can actually wear on your body and have with you at all times if you would like. This is going to be really great for calming and for just keeping you grounded, keeping your head on your shoulders and your feet on the ground as you're moving forward with these plans and these ideas. So there you go, my dears. There's your crystal. You may want a private reading. I'm more than happy to do that if you click on the Calendly link in the description of the video. you can schedule a private reading with me there. Spaces are limited. I received a lot of emails from people that were trying to book, but it was completely and totally booked up because I did have some dates blocked off as well. I've opened up as many dates as I can, but I will be away traveling, preparing for things I'm trying to work on, things I want to launch and release. So I am not going to be doing private readings during that time, but there's some dates available. March may be a little bit limited, April may be a little bit limited, but there should be dates available. And if you can't get in this week, the calendar will reset and there should be available dates. So if you don't see anything available by the time you go on, try back in a few days. And then the calendar will reset or have future dates available because it doesn't go past a certain number of days. So do check back. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I'm going to post a new moon affirmation little ritual on Instagram and Facebook, so be sure to check that out, as well as the card of the day, as well as the lovely little pick a card game that we do on there. So make sure to take advantage of those as well. Have a wonderful week, my dears. Take care.